We all know about the emergency responders, the firefighters, and the paramedics. We depend on them to save us when we can't save ourselves. But have you ever wondered why? Why do they do it? What draws them to risk their lives every day? And what does it take to be one of them? Well, today, we're going to take a look at these brave men and women and find out what it's like to be a first responder. I'm Ja'Cory Taylor, and I'm here today to give you a look into the lives of our local firefighters and paramedics and talk to you about what their job is really like. For that, we're going to look at students and volunteers in training, as well as veterans of the service. Our first stop is the Tulsa Tech Peoria campus, where students study hard to earn their certifications needed to become an EMT. The road to this career is incredibly difficult, but with determination and a strong leader, these students might just save a life one day. Leading them on the path is Jim Macy and Stephen Green, two experts in the field.
I come from a career in the fire service as a firefighter paramedic. This was a natural fit for me because I got to work with the next generation of personnel. I've been a paramedic for 17 years now. 17 years. It is demanding. And I tell even the high school students that are coming in to take our high school EMT class, be prepared to be pushed beyond what you thought you were capable of. And I tell the paramedic students, if this next year of paramedic school is not the hardest year of your life, then you have not applied yourself adequately. It should be hard. It should be the hardest thing you've ever done, no matter what your background, because you're going to be faced with making life and death decisions on behalf of the patients on a daily basis. There's nothing else you can do in life that's going to equate to that. So if you're prepared to take on that responsibility, do what you have to do to be prepared for it, and you want to be a difference maker, this is a perfect fit for you.
I think the hardest thing would be running on sick kids. I mean, that's very stressful, and obviously nobody likes to see that. You run on the older population. You kind of expect that as people get older, they develop chronic illnesses, and we arrive on scene to treat those illnesses, and we do the best we can, and it's just one of those things that's just kind of expected as we age, but kids aren't supposed to get sick, and so that's obviously very stressful.
The hardest thing is to separate yourself from the call. The area I worked in was a rural area. A lot of the calls I went on were people I knew the families. They say in our business, don't get emotionally attached to your patients. That's impossible, because you do. And we always tell our students, you need to be able to perform and do your job well, do what you know to do in the moment, in the emergency. The emotions will hit you. There's just no denying that. They will hit you, and just try to control it and deal with your emotions after the call. Just don't let them get in the way of the moment.
I think the rewarding part of it is, somebody's sick or dying, and because of the treatment you've provided, you basically saved a life.
You're part of a group, part of a team. And new students will ask me, what do you most miss about the fire service? Do you miss the excitement, the lights and sirens? And I say, no, you get past that really quick within the first couple of years in your career. That's no longer part of the allure of what you do. What I miss is when you go on a call with the fire service, when you respond to emergency scene as a group of, say, 18 or 20 people, everyone knows exactly what their role is when you get on scene. Everyone knows exactly what to do, and you respond as a team, and the job gets taken care of. At the end of the day, it's well worth it.
Next up, we visit the Collinsville Fire Department to take a look at the local volunteer firefighters as they run a daily training exercise. At the head of this crew is Captain Wade Whitlock, an active veteran firefighter.
I'm a volunteer captain here for the Collinsville Fire Department. It started back when I was 18 years old, just right out of high school. I wanted to do something to help my community, and volunteering, was something they really needed. At the time, we only had one paid guy on duty any given day, so they relied strictly on volunteer to come in and help them fight the fires and keep our citizens safe here in Collinsville. Yeah, I've been doing it since 2002, August of 2002. so a little over 17 years, or almost 17 years. Trying to juggle the career here and family and a full-time job. Trying to give my all here and still be active in my family. Currently, we have 6 paid guys and a minimum manning of 5 paid career firefighters any given day, and we're right now about 9 or 10 volunteers that come up anytime, day or night, when the tones drop. You know, when there's a fire, somebody in need, we come up, and you know, everybody gets along. It's a brotherhood. I mean, you can meet somebody in 2 weeks, you know, they're like family. We're human beings. I mean, we make mistakes, I mean, like anybody else. Biggest thing that I see is the difference that people see between a paid firefighter and a volunteer firefighter. Some people really respect the volunteer aspect of it because we're doing it strictly for free, out of the goodness of our heart and for the better of the community. And they think they think you're a lesser of a firefighter because you're a volunteer and not a paid career firefighter. We do the same job as the paid guys. Just a sense of gratification, helping people in the community that you went to school with, or that you've watched grow up, or it's a small town. I mean, we see people every day that we know, and even strangers that you don't know. Getting to help a total stranger is just gives you a sense of a gratification, to know that you can sit back and help somebody that needed the help.
Hopefully now you have a better understanding of the individuals in the fire and paramedic services. They're ordinary people like you and me who just want to make the world a better place. But most importantly, they all share a common drive to help people, and that's why they do what they do. Thanks for watching.